Today's guests are Giuseppe Franco, a.k.a. the boss of Beverly Hills, and his daughter, Tatiana Bjork Franco, a.k.a. the Creature. Giuseppe is the owner of the world-famous Giuseppe Franco Salon in Beverly Hills, and Tatiana is a food blogger and model. Giuseppe, Tatiana, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Absolute pleasure. Yeah.
Where'd you get that bio from?
That bio,
Steve does his research. He does deep dives.
He did some homework.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little scared of you. You know? I grew up around a lot of Italians, but you never know. I could get whacked at any time. So,
Steve was telling me before we got on and before you guys got here that you did something. I'm sure he's gonna get into this with the Yankees. There was a commercial.
Oh yeah!
Mets.
Wow.
The Mets.
Okay.
The Mets.
well, I think it aired during some Yankee games too, or at least on the channel.
Oh no, they did. They played it on. They were asking some stylist, world-known stylist, not just me, to endorse this product called Proceed. Now I knew nothing about it, and I also didn't have anything to do with it except I was hired as a pitchman, more or less. You know. And at that time, they said something like, "Look, we can give you stocks on this," which I know nothing about stocks.
Same.
Or cash up front. I know myself. The cash would have been spent before I even got it. We're married, have patio furniture, whatever the case.
Right.
So I took stocks in it. But they made me a household name. They oversaturated this commercial, and they played it, obviously, on more sports channels because it was a man's product for thinning hair.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't have to use it, but I couldn't have paid for that promotion. Then they invited me to Shea Stadium, and I brought Tatiana, Lisa, my wife, and a few of my Guido cousins that are Met fans.
See, like that is a New York Italian word that I haven't heard in 3 years since moving out here. Guido.
About what?
Guido.
Oh, wow.
Like,
I am one. Are you laughing? No, just kidding.
Oh man, yeah.
well, I wanted to make sure today I had my best hair day because now I'm seeing you and I'm like, all right, his hair is always perfect.
Oh,
and I spent like an hour today. I was like, I hope it's okay.
Well, I've seen your cut from back in like the '80s, and that was something.
Say it again.
Like your hairstyle from like the 1980s.
Yes. Speaking of the '80s, without can't even mention the names, I decided to do a big film project / documentary / book with these high-profile industry people. What I mention is because the contract is being overlooked as we speak.
Okay.
And Tatiana will be part of it. It's about, do not laugh, my early days of Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm from.
You're from Jersey.
Yeah.
Union City, baby.
Correct.
Yeah.
Damn. He's got fucking shit going on there, bro.
Well, I rely on him. That's why.
He did his homework.
He's the host. I'm just here to like help make it fun.
Well, yeah, the thing is, it makes it, I guess they find it interesting starting from Jersey and being in Beverly Hills 41 years.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if I could do it, anybody could do it, regardless of what business. The thing is dedication, of course. Look, if you love what you do, it's not really considered a job. Shit, I'm going into work whistling. I'm so excited. I love my job. If you love what you do, you're going to be great at it. And if you're great at it, eventually, some money comes and hopefully fame with it. But you got to find your dream. Everybody should have a dream, regardless what it is. Look, I want to make the best blueberry muffins. Well, fucking go do it, but be the best at it.
I'll eat the shit out of it. Yeah.
Well,
But you get my point?
Yeah.
I love
it's
that.
people that don't have a dream that are pretty much fucked.
Yeah, and I wish more, even my parents, I wish more people taught their children this instead of saying like, hey, find a safe job and make sure your life's okay. I think as kids get older, we kind of pull that dream away from them, and I don't like that.
Look, I'm definitely not a psychiatrist doctor, and I'm making this shit up as I go along. So
We all are.
You understand? But if you don't know what you want to do by at least 24 or 5, the oldest, 26 even, you're gonna have a little problem. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
The early you know what you want to do, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. This is what I want to do. And it's regardless what you want to do. I mean, It doesn't have to be a hair salon. It could be anything. But you at least got to go in a direction of like, and don't let anybody talk you out of a dream. You know what? I want to make the best wooden tables crafted from wood and tree. This, go do it. You know, I had a client, and it's a true story, which will be on the documentary because they're going to ask, you know, a lot of my celebrity friends who say, you know, what do you feel about that crazy fucking Guido? Italian guy, well, they do. But it'll be interesting because we already had an interview with the director. We didn't start filming yet. And as I'm telling him stories about it, he goes, how was your childhood? And I went, wait, stop right there. I loved my childhood. Italian Catholic. I played basketball. I played football. And I played baseball. And I played wiffle ball and street ball and box ball and stick ball.
Yep. Sounds like my life.
Yep.
Well, I mean, just great, you know?
Yeah.
Very good. And then you got your mother who's ironing your underwear, your socks, and throwing you a meatball parmesan sandwich at the same time. So they didn't want you to ever move out.
Yeah.
No, even if you get married, they got a basement downstairs ready for you.
Yep.
They want you to live there.
Exactly.
So it's a great childhood I had. And then it's going to lead up. I'm just about up to the part where I had moved to Los Angeles and I had met the actor Mickey Rourke. That's about where we stopped because it's going to take a few more interviews.
Cool.
Before
That
we even
sounds
get,
amazing,
you
yeah.
know,
When does it due out?
a year.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're
these things
looking
take-
at
yeah.
either Netflix
It's
or
like-
HBO type of thing.
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's very beginning of everything.
You know?
Okay.
And of course, my wonderful daughter, Tatiana, will be in it. Look, Tatiana is an example of success and happiness because she did this during the COVID with Eats by Creature, created herself, not just getting free food, but now you got a name for yourself. So she's now doing major events.
That's awesome.
From the fucking napkins to the exotic drinks and the
Yeah.
color and the invitations. But that's the way it should be done.
Yeah, and I'd like to get your perspective because it seems like we do have a similar, I guess, family structure. And for me, it was like I had such a loving support from my family that I had big dreams and I knew that I had a safety net, right? Where they were
Yeah.
like, they weren't going to judge me. And if I failed, they would kind of take care of me and like help me get back on my feet.
Right.
And thankfully that never happened. But
Yeah.
I feel like it gives us such an advantage to like actually live our dream, kind of what your dad was just saying about you.
Yeah, like growing up, my parents, no matter what I wanted to do, always were going to support me. They were like he said, like, you want to make muffins and do that for a career, like, do it by all means. Like, if you love it, you're going to be great at it. And so I've tried doing many things in my life, and I found I think growing up with my dad and my grandma, my dad's mom, like, we would cook in the kitchen together at such a young age. She would teach me how to make chicken Milanese, meatballs, like literally everything. And I think food has always been a passion. And then during COVID, I just created my food blog for fun. And then it turned into work. And I was like, great, I get to do what I love. And as well as modeling too. But that's really my passion. And so like having parents that support me and, you know, doing just, they're constantly like, especially him, when I have bad days as well, I'll call him and he'll be like, you know, it's just a bad day. You got this. Like, motivates me. He's the best motivational speaker ever. Like, and I'm so glad I can have that as a dad because he's constantly pushing me, motivating me, even if it's, you know, maybe not the best. He's like, it's fine. Move past it. You got this. Like, next thing. Like, it's very motivating.
That's awesome. And speaking about motivation, I saw that you had worked with, I don't know if you still do, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's someone who I actually listen to in the gym every day. And kind of the way he lives his life, what we're saying about motivation and work ethic and kind of having the big dream and not letting anybody stop you. And I'm curious, like, if you surround yourself with people like that on purpose because you think that way.
Not on purpose, for sure. You got to remember, here I am in New Jersey in my childhood room, except, you know, finally they got rid of my twin sister out of the room. We were sleeping side to side. You know, all right, it's a no. And watching television. And here I am watching, or went to the movies and watched Rocky. I went, wow, amazing. The Terminator, holy shit, look at that. But remember, I don't know anything about Hollywood. I'm living in New Jersey. Only because I was blessed and hard work and everything. It wasn't my mission, But these people that I seen on the screen were now fucking hanging out in my salon 13 years later. Or maybe I just followed a road, but with hard work. Look, there is no shortcuts. I don't give a shit what anybody said that. Unless you grew up with a silver spoon fucking wealthy. You know, which I have clients that have, let's say, sons that are maybe 27, 26 years old. And she's like, Giuseppe, I'm so happy. My son, Aaron, is now going to piano school. I go, well, good for you. Look at that. I know the son. I go, well, I didn't know he's musically inclined. She goes, I said, do you have a piano? She goes, no. I go, did he ever play music? No. I said, you sure about this? She goes, yes. I said, ma'am, you got to remember, I think a piano would, a kid would be 5 years old. He can hear it in his ears and play it.
Yeah.
She got a little offended, and she goes, no, well, you're wrong. Big money, though. She paid for the piano school or whatever. About 2 months later, she comes in for a haircut. She goes, oh, my God, you were so right. He can't hear a note. So I put him in art school.
Oh, God.
I go, art like drawing? She goes, yeah. I go, good for you. Did he used to doodle as a kid? She goes, no, but I stopped right there. In other words, it's the money. The guy is probably 30 years old, but doesn't have to work.
Yeah. She's going to put him into like boxing next.
Yeah.
He's just going to get his ass beat.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Look, he's probably in culinary school and didn't want that, and acting school. But when you don't have money, look, obviously it could be not worse. You could be in Staten Island right now going out with Anna Marie Alberghetti.
I don't know who that is. I'm sure she was beautiful.
No, I'm just saying. But you're here in Hollywood, you're doing it, so you're following your dream. I mean, to whatever your next chapter is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you touch on a lot of things. Like I always talk about the road, right? And I feel like a lot of people are too scared to start going down the road, right? Which you already done.
Yeah.
And then passion. It's like this kid, you can't find your passion. Your passion finds you, and then it's your job to make the most of that passion. And then with the short-term success, we hear that all the time. It's like, oh, you should pay to get 1 million users. It's like, well, the short-term success is going to be a huge spike and then a huge drop. We want to build stability.
I think you got it the right way. One, you'll know every trick of the trade. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Knowing the whole business. So when you have your own production company, huge production company, nobody can pull the wool over your eyes. And you know what? It's called fucking respect. I don't demand respect, but I earned it. Well, hell yeah. 41 years in Beverly Hills, survived every shit that everybody went through. You see, for people in this world, anybody, you, me, we're going to have falls in our life. Whether you didn't get that job you wanted or this never worked out, the relationship after whatever it is, that's a fall almost. It's not how you fall. It's how the fuck you get up. If you get up. It's about the recovery. With some people, it's like a boxing. Do you give up after you? I've seen friends of mine that knocked down 3 times, fucking one eye closed, and he came back and won the fight in the last round.
Yep.
Yeah. So
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we're going to fall. It's human nature.
Yeah.
You got to get up.
I love this. So Steve knows, like, we get a lot of different guests on here, and we try and keep it about dating and relationships, and I love that. But to me, my passion is motivation and like entrepreneurship. So hearing you speak, it gives me the chills, and like these conversations are like what I die for.
Yeah. He's so good at these conversations and motivating people. Like, people come to him all the time. Like, get one haircut, they'll give him a call, they'll come to him for advice. Like, he's so good at just like
Bullshitting.
Well, I'm gonna change my my hair.
all the
The thing
mindset.
is, there is no negativity.
Yeah.
Even if there is, I ain't telling her fucking negative.
Yeah.
It's what they get at home. And it's like, I swear to you, this is true. I got a client that would come in every 2 months. As soon as she sit down, she goes, oh, I'm so glad to hear. I hate my life. I hate my job. I hate my life. I hate my job. And I would go to my assistant, Angel, let's get her a glass of wine. Calm down. This went on now for almost 2 years, figuring every 2 months. So look how many visits that is. I think she called me one of these moods where I couldn't fake it out and become, Giuseppe, Oh, I'm so glad to hear. I hate my life. I hate my job. I hate my life. I didn't even say Angel 1. I go, what do you do? I had to find out.
Yeah.
My guess is she's 33, 34 years old. Plainy Janie, but you know. She goes, I work for 5 lawyers in Century City. I answer their phones. I park in the same spot. I eat this. I go, stop. I got that part. What do you want to do? And she hesitates and she's like, nah, I don't think she's going to say stripper. She's, you know, but she's kind of shy about that. She goes, I want to work with horses. I go, what? I want to work with horses. I go, a horse? She goes, yeah, I want to train, not just train them. I want to do their mane, clean it. I love horses, walk them. So I go, are you married? She goes, no. I go, you got kids? She goes, no. I go, go take a fucking pay cut and go work with your horses.
Yeah.
Love that.
And that's it. I cut the hair. 2 months comes by. She comes in. What do you think she did?
I hope she went to work with horses.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Correct.
And she seemed much happier. And
Fucking whistling.
No more complaining.
No.
That's amazing.
I love that.
I've known people cancel their therapy over my bullshit.
Yeah.
You literally are a therapist. I swear, getting a haircut session is like talking to a therapist.
I
You're-
tell
100%.
it, I tell
Yeah.
it like it is.
Yeah.
What you see is what you're going to get.
I love that.
That's what we always say about people always ask the difference between LA and New York. And there's, you know, some differences, but one of the main ones I think is New York people are a lot more real, right? And
Yeah.
a lot more authentic and
Yeah.
they speak their mind and you kind of what you see is what you get. And it's refreshing to see that for sure.
I think the main thing is just not to change wherever you go. Like, let's say you took this show on the road and you hit everywhere, even fucking Yugoslavia and I swear.
Yeah.
You know, you got to bring who you are there. That's what makes it special.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Tatiana, when you, and I don't know if you want to touch on this too much, but seeing how, you know, motivational and strong your dad is and how good of a shoulder you have in your head, when you introduce guys to your dad,
Well,
what's
that doesn't happen.
Does that happen? And what's the process? And like, do they have to hit a certain, like, you have to be strong enough to actually meet my dad
Yes.
mentally?
Yes. Like, for sure, if I'm going to introduce someone to my dad, it's going to be when he's like,
You better be fucking Shh. All American apple pie from fucking Kansas.
Hush,
No,
it's my
no.
turn to speak. What? No, I think that, I mean, definitely something I look for in a guy is like the way I grew up is how he motivates me and pushes me to do whatever I want, and something that I look for in dating as well is like someone who motivates me and pushes me to do that as well. I feel like that's very important to have in my life, and it's just something I grew up with and used to. So I think definitely when I do introduce someone serious to him, it would be like that.
Yeah.
I think she knows the 2 main rules. I've been telling her since she's like 11 days old.
Oh no.
What do we
With a
got?
lot of curse
What I-
words involved. You can start really serious dating when you're 59 years old, or you could be a nun in fucking Switzerland. Those are the 2 major things.
That's amazing.
All right. What
So,
if
yeah.
what if she brings home the all-American guy from Kansas, heart of gold, perfect in every way, but he's got a horrible haircut, and he will not
The haircut,
change
I could
it.
do. You know what? Whoever she's a smart girl. I mean, she was raised correctly, and I give the kudos to the wife, to her mother, for a fact. Yeah, Lisa. I mean, it's most of it. It is mothers in the world that does the majority of work. Nothing against fathers that don't,
For sure.
but it's old school. You know, I mean, mothers do the job, but when she's ready, look. The guy had just been, oh, fuck, he's dead. I don't even know who it is. Fucking dead. Whoever you are.
get the Expendables cast on him, fucking tailing him and making sure he's
Nah, it's
legit.
all good. Look, I've seen parents in Beverly Hills raise their kids incorrectly. We know that. And everywhere in the world. And it's
I
not
think
just
it's
about
stronger
money.
here.
Yeah. I think it's
Well,
stronger
look.
here.
Well, I was gonna say, like, even people our age, right? I'm 33, right? So the men and women I meet my age, the ones that are in LA, they don't have a good head on their shoulders. So I would think the guys that you meet, the young 20-something-year-old guys who are idiots in LA,
Yeah.
no offense,
No,
when they meet you, they're probably like, oh shoot, we can't treat her the way that we would treat any other girl in LA, because not only does she come from a great family, but
Yeah.
you know, she's got an amazing head on her shoulder, and her dad's here and her family's here, and it's not like some young girl who came from Kansas and it's like, oh, I'm just here to be famous. Let me try and hook up with some guys.
Yeah.
You could throw it in the dad's fucked up and kick your ass. He's like, you know what? It's all good with the. She's got a great head on her shoulder. You know, she's got her own company.
Great head of hair
She's
too.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
She's
Thank
modeling. You're welcome. She's doing a dream. Look, you got to remember, nobody gives a shit about Paris. Yeah, all right, Paris. Italy. Yeah, all right. Yugoslavia. Yeah, all right. Germany. Yeah. It's Hollywood people care about. That's why you move here. You don't move here to work at fucking Starbucks. You do, but you want to move here to become famous, because you go to the movies and you see a 22-year-old fucking guy with a sword or whatever he's doing acting. You go, I can do that. And now you're on a bus coming here to live your dream, which is good. Now you got to remember, out of 100 people that move here per hour or whatever to make it in his business, fucking almost none make it. I mean, God bless, but you got to be real. Like, I had a couple, and I could see him through my mirror while I'm cutting. You could tell that the guy is like from Kansas, let's say.
Kansas is getting a lot of calls.
Yeah, Kansas. Wow. Okay.
None against Kansas stuff. He has a Mickey Mouse shirt with a camera on, you know, sandals, and they're looking at me, and the wife, I imagine. And they're shy to come into the salon because it's overwhelming. You know, in Beverly Hills, thousands of people in there. And I could see, and I wave them in. I go, come on in. They go, we seen you on TV. Is there any way we can take a picture with you? I go, sure. And my clients laugh at the regulars. They know the routine. He goes, but can you meet our daughter? She's outside. She wants a movie. She wants to be an actress. I go, where are you from, Oklahoma? He goes, no, Kansas. I go, you busy? He go, yeah, it's our last day, but, you know, we just wanted to come by and see, you know. I said, sure, I'll say hello to your daughter. What is she moving for to be an actress? I go to my client, excuse me for 1 second. He goes, go. I go right 2 steps, and there's the daughter with her head down, little hair, just real shy. And I go, hi, and she barely, I say, hi, and the handshake's like this, you know, and back down. I go, nice to meet you. And I go, Mom, Dad, come with me for a second. And I swear to God, I said this. I walked away from her, and I brought him right at my doorway. I go, take your daughter back to Kansas and do it quickly. This town is going to eat her alive. You tell me what'd she do? Play a tomato in the school play? Well, she was in the school play, sir. Get her. Look, it could lead into something very bad. He goes, what? I go, her movie career might go right into porn right away. Oh, I certainly said, look, this girl was no way she was going to fucking make it. Just a gut feeling. And the father bottom lip started shaking, crying like, thank you. He wanted to hear it. What do you think? Was to say, leave her here?
Yeah. I want her to do porn.
Yeah.
So you got to be truthful about that. But you also got to know not everybody makes it.
Well, I think what you said is perfect about you didn't meet her and already have the knowledge of saying, I'm going to tell them to get out of here. You first met her and got her energy and her vibe. Where if you'd met her and she gave you a strong handshake and was like, hey, like, nice to meet you, and all this confidence, you'd be like, all right, she's got a chance.
Look, no chance.
But I also think that's important though, because if she was going to make it with or without you, she would use that as, you know, motivation or fuel to like fix her shortcomings.
I did my good deed of the day. I mean, I told the dad what he wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And I wasn't far on states, Tennessee. All good. All good.
Well, one thing I think is really cool, I've heard you talk about, you know, you have all these celebrity clients and friends.
Correct.
But your favorite clients to work with are still like the normal, everyday person,
the
right?
cashier at Rite Aid. The nurse. They deserve it. Look, half of them are raising 3 kids. Some are divorced. Some are not. They're working 18 jobs. So they really appreciate the pampering, you know, the day of beauty. The movie stars, great for business. Very important for business. But they expect it almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is, with movie stars, why they love coming to me and love me, but not egotistically saying this, is because I just say, hang tight, 15 minutes. No, 13 minutes. I'll be right with you. Chill, brother, man. That's the movie star. Have them wait, like everybody else do.
Yeah.
You treat them normal. And besides, I threaten him, even Arnold. He goes, you Italian. I go, I'll fuck you up right here. Don't laugh. We're best friends for 39 years.
Yeah.
And my daughter was raised with his kids.
Cool.
Very tight. Very, very tight. Tatiana and Schwarzenegger's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She grew
I
up
think
with them. And we went to the same church.
Yeah.
I have like a Mount Rushmore of people who I'd actually want to meet, and it's no one, like Brad Pitt or like
Yeah.
anyone like that. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like Jay Shetty, just like people who have some type of deep emotion to success and to passion. So he's someone. You mentioned Rocky earlier.
Sly,
I
great
grew
friend.
up watching Rocky, which I don't know if it set my mindset for life, but I was like, I want to maximize my life because Rocky maximized his life, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger maximized his life. Like those people just stick with me.
Yeah.
But look, besides their dream, the thing is, the industry is the industry, but everything has changed. You know what I mean?
I feel like you represent kind of like the old Hollywood, old LA,
Right?
where it's like
Yeah.
coming from the East Coast, you still, like you said, true to yourself, celebrities, work ethic, all these things that like I think when I think about like old school Hollywood, you're one of the last.
Well, some people should get some old school ethics.
Yeah. Well,
You look like Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Who do I get? I get what's the guy that you see all the time?
yeah. Shit, what's his name?
Yeah, we'll get it.
We'll think of it in a second. But I do want to talk about work
Please.
ethic, right?
Yes.
Because we've touched on it a bunch, and I want to see, like, I want to ask both of you this question.
Go ahead.
Were your parents immigrants? Or
Yes.
Okay, so you have immigrant parents. I know they were
literally
skilled
took
laborers,
the boat
right?
from Italy with my older brother.
Which town?
In Calabria, Italy. As soon as we docked in New York, my twin sister and I were pretty much born there, raised in New Jersey. And I had to learn how to speak English, not Italian. Catholic school, I was getting the shit slapped out of me by Sister Mary Joseph.
Well, it's
With the
funny.
Because I
ruler,
didn't
right?
understand what she was saying.
With the ruler?
Oh,
she hit
no,
you?
right across the ham. Pow.
But it's funny how in New York people don't realize how Italians were treated before. Like now it's like cool to be Italian or it's normal. But
Yeah.
when we first got here, we were kind of like scum.
Yeah, well, look, my father was a shoemaker, fixed shoes, and my mother was a seamstress. She sewed the beads on the wedding dresses, and you get $5 a dress. And that's how I learned how to sew.
Oh wow.
We would help out. Oh, it's easy. It just came to loop, and then I enjoyed it. And she had to iron them. That's how I learned how to iron. And then the cooking. That's how I learned how to cook. But my father was a shoemaker, went to work 7 days a week
Wow.
to catch up. And because of the Italian Catholic guilt, he wouldn't charge the policemen to fix their boots, their motorcycle boots, from here down. And he wouldn't charge the Catholic priest to fix their sandals. I said, Dad, but we were all ate together at 6 p.m. and it was family,
Yeah.
which is great.
So do you have, you
And
work
that's how
ethic,
my
yeah.
ethics came from.
Yeah. And,
You know?
and Tatiana, how about you? Like, the generational thing and then living in Beverly Hills, growing up in Beverly Hills, what have you specifically learned from your dad that really sticks out to you in terms of like work ethic or?
Oh my God, so much. I think the biggest thing is like, number one, just keeping a positive mindset all the time. Like he is all about like no negativity. Like even if something's negative, he will immediately turn it into something positive. Like something bad happens, he makes me laugh and turns it into like, doesn't have to be happy, but just like makes me feel better. And I think that's so important about everything I do in my career. Like for example, going to a modeling casting, and I mean, I'm standing there with like a bunch of other beautiful girls, and sometimes it's like, if you don't get the casting, you'll pick on that one thing that you're insecure about on yourself. Like, oh, I don't like how this on my face looked today, and then you'll really like sit with it and make yourself upset about this. And my dad, like, even if I'm going about a modeling casting and I don't get this job, like, for a second I'll sit there and, you know, could eat me alive for a second. I'll be like, I didn't get it because of this on my body or this. But then, like, I've taught myself to, like, snap out of that and just, like, turn it into something like, no, I mean, I could not be the look they're looking for, but, like, not pick on myself or something. And I feel like maybe he doesn't even realize that he taught me this, but just to, like, change that immediately. Like, I taught myself to literally, like, not let myself think that like that. And I think for my mom as well, she's motivates me to just be, she supports me in anything I do as well. And so, but I think motivating, you've taught me so much to just be like, you're so inspirational constantly.
Thank you.
I love that.
Welcome.
Are you an only child?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
enough
that.
work.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Excuse me.
But I agree. Like, your brain can look at every single situation two ways. You can look at it the negative way, the positive way, and you can make anything positive out of, you know, any situation. And I love that. And I think as humans, we take rejection personal. And like you said, maybe they just weren't looking for a brunette. Maybe they were looking for a blonde.
In that industry, no, you can't let it get to your head.
Yeah.
It could be the wrong height, no boobs, big boobs, no good. That's the fucking way
It's
it works.
true, though, yeah.
If you don't have a strong stomach for that, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah, and we see that with dating as well. Like when people get rejected on an app or in real life,
Right.
they take it so personal. It's like, well, every person you meet is not going to be your lifelong partner.
Right.
It's just probably not their personal preference or things didn't align. Don't take the rejection so personal because it's probably not something you did.
Yeah. I think some people come into your life as well for like a lesson, or some people, life lesson,
Love that.
learning.
You just, so as you go back to like the dating type of part of the conversation, like what qualities do you look for in somebody, and what qualities do you think are important for, because I'm sure you have some old school things in mind, but like what qualities would be important for potential?
I think qualities that are very important, I think trust, loyalty is a big one. Like, again, someone who motivates me. And I think something that's really attractive in someone, or that will make me attracted to someone, is someone who is someone who loves what they're doing, no matter what it is, a hobby or it is their career, whatever it is. I think it's so attractive to see someone love what they're doing. And that's inspiring to me. If my partner is good at, you know, what they're doing, or they really love what they're doing, it motivates me to be more, just to love what I'm doing as well. Whereas if I'm with someone who's super negative and doesn't like what they're doing, it brings me down.
Sure.
I feel like other people's energy also affects mine as a person.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How about you? And any?
Are we going to discuss dating? Just kidding. Look, again, I make this shit up as I go along.
Same.
She's probably going to have one. There is no more certain. There is no book. I better get married by this. And this ain't my cousin Vinny. My time clock is clicking, you know. People get married, or if you're going to get married, you get married to start a family. Otherwise, people live together. They're fine or whatever. Some even have kids. The thing is, times have changed, not just because of the COVID, but a lot of it. So you think you're going out with somebody. What I'm getting at is she might have 3, 4 more steady boyfriends. Like, this is the one. And then that's I don't want. Well, you know, it'll be, I guess, when people, you know, you say to yourself, oh my God, this is it. This is definitely it. Until then, who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
So on that subject, is Lisa your mom's name? Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa.
Yes.
How did you meet Lisa?
She's been after me. Just kidding. What are you laughing at? Just kidding.
I didn't see nothing.
Beautiful Icelandic girl, you know, and we had met, and it was at the age where I
know how
should
you
have, you
guys
know,
met.
huh?
I know how you guys met.
Who asked you? Just kidding. How did we meet?
She was working at a restaurant at the time, and he
Right.
would call in the restaurant.
This is
to
in New
send-
Jersey.
No, this is in LA.
Okay.
So he had moved to LA with his salon. My mom had moved from Iceland, and she was working at a restaurant, and they had never met, but he would always call and send in his celebrity clients like, hey, can you take care of? So they just knew each other over the phone. And then one day, typical my dad is like, come in for a haircut, I'll treat you, blah, blah, blah. You
That's
know?
pretty much how it happened.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she came in, and he gave her a haircut, and
And then I asked her to move in.
no. Really? No. know.
About a few hours after that. When you know, you know. Good girl, beautiful, tall, blonde. Way taller than me.
I feel like I'm you. Hannah's Australian. She's tall. In heels, she's
Blonder,
tall.
yeah.
Love Australia. My favorite accent. I spent 6 months in Australia. Before I opened up, I used to do hair for only actresses and only for movies that I had met while I was working in New York City. It's a long story. It's going to be, you know, in our crazy documentary dash reality show dash book dash whatever. I turned down more shows, TV shows, than accepted. People go, he's fucking nuts. I threw camera crews out of my salon with the cable wire and the big cameras and a microphone. I just took over.
Why?
It went, oh, good question. No.
Curious.
You see, the director has nothing to do that she was way young, but look, when I do a TV show, I know what they want. Fucking ratings. And I give you the ammunition. Edit out whatever you don't want. But just let me do my fucking thing. I can't. No. So she goes, the show is about, on Bravo, E! Network, that this lady's getting a second chance in life. She just got a divorce to meet a new guy. And the new guy is going to be, after the haircut and makeup, at the restaurant next door to me, Cafe Roma. And the cameras will go there and follow. Anyway, the lady comes in and her hair is about, you know, to a breast level, whatever. And microphone's up, bada beep, bada boop, bada bye. And she goes, and action. And I start to do my thing with the client and I'm cutting a little bit. And the director yells, cut. I go, what's up?
Strike one. Strike one.
Correct. I go, what's up? She goes, you're going to cut her hair, right? I go, of course, sweetie. Just let me do my thing. And action. And I'm cutting, and I'm doing my thing. And she goes, cut. Now I cover my microphone. I go, excuse me, to the girl. I go, what's up with you? What do you need? She goes, come here. She goes, I want you to cut her hair really short where she gets a shock and starts crying. I go, what? I heard her the first time.
Right.
She goes, we need a reaction. We need it. Can you get her to cry? Just cut it really short. I go,
Wow.
okay, the mic comes off. I go, camera guy, good knowing you. Out. I go to the lady, you stay with me. And the client, the lady, go, don't move. And she goes, what? I go, get your camera shit out of me. Look, sweetheart, understand one thing. And I said, I'm sorry I called you sweetheart, but what was your name? Heidi.
She's lucky you only called her sweetheart. Yeah.
I go, Heidi, if I'm on a couch with you, we got a bottle of wine. You follow me here. Everybody's listening. I'm making this shit up as I go along. That day, too.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
I go, you're on a couch. I'm on a couch. We're having a glass of wine. I'm getting it. People are like, where the fuck is he going with this? And this show comes on. And me and you got it on. We make out during the commercials. And she's like, huh? I go, and the show comes on. And you got this guy, Italian guy, crazy guy, cutting this lady's hair and makes her cry because he cut it short. Would you want to go there? I go, you think I'm going to say to you, honey, look at that place. You should go there. She's crying. Bad business, wouldn't it be? Yeah. That's why I threw them out.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's the answer
All
to
of
my
them.
why.
Yeah.
They want drama. You see, it's like being on the freeway. You're driving, and there's an accident over there. You, normal life, normal people, normal thinking, you gotta look.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be in it, do you?
Right.
You're like, wow. Same thing with the reality shows. You don't want to be in it,
Yeah.
but you gotta watch it. It's
Yeah.
funny. Look, they just slapped the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
So I'm really, excuse me, choosy of what I select. I didn't work 41 years to fucking throw. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited about this movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm really curious
me
to
too.
see
Me
what
too.
actors play you. Or are you playing yourself?
No.
Documentary.
Documentary. So he's
documentary.
going to be,
I don't understand why your camera guy over there turned around. It's like, I want to play Giuseppe. You're in. Look at me.
Like movie.
You're in, bro.
Well, he's also a twin, so
I'm a twin.
yeah.
Oh wow.
You're 3 minutes older?
No, actually, we're 1 minute apart. My mom had C-section.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
Love that.
Do you dress the same? Look the same?
They do.
Oh yeah, we look the same.
And they dress the same.
Nice.
They both have styles.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I love it.
Oh.
And he's got, ooh, you are loose.
He's the best. Both of them are the best.
all right, this is let's get serious for a second.
Yeah. Let's get serious.
This is the most important question that I'm probably going to ask you.
Okay.
So, Tatiana, for your first food video, you went to Mulberry Street Pizza, right? What is the best pizza in LA? Both
This
of you.
better be. We get so many answers, and we go try the pizza or get other verification. And it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
not New York pizza, and we're just like, why did they even say that spot
I mean, I think Mulberry, for sure.
in Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
They got like 4 locations.
He has 4 locations. He has one. He just opened one in Vegas, but I would say the closest is definitely Mulberry.
Okay. I haven't had it yet.
1,000%. Really?
No.
It's across the
it's
street
old school.
I've had
from
it,
his
yeah.
salon.
I know where it
yeah.
is.
Thin. They got a few locations.
By the way, they have a Giuseppe Franco hot oil there. He created it.
Hot
Yeah.
oil.
Hot oil.
Can you
need
use
to
it
put
on pizza
they put it
and
on
in your hair?
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
You never know. I don't know.
I hear that the Sherman Oaks location, he's got the same decor, movie star pictures everywhere, boxing memorabilia, you know, boxers.
The tablecloths, red and white tablecloths.
Yeah. My thing is, you have to have a red and white checkered tablecloth. to
That's
be
what he has.
That's what he
official.
has.
And he says at the Sherman Oaks location, once a week to every 10 days, walks in the guy, and he only buys 5 hot oils, no pizza, no nothing. And when he tells me years ago, Richie's my best friend. I
Richie's
fucking
the
hate
owner
him.
of Mulberry.
Mulberry, he owns all.
Okay.
I go, you need to oh, I fucking hate you. I hate you. So I can sue you. You put my name on hot oil without even asking me. He's my best friend. He did, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
Really?
He's the one that goes, really?
You didn't
Fucking
tell
love
me
this.
this.
I never met him.
Gets
Wow.
your oil on.
That's
pizza.
all he buys. I guess he lives.
Why did I know this?
That's why we have the show, Tatiana, to get the.
I guess he
Oh
lives
my
like
God.
those Encino estates, you know, beautiful houses. I've been at that location, meaning those houses, not his, because I never met him, but he goes in there himself,
Wow.
and he would buy
hilarious.
because I guess they put on whatever.
What kind of
You know,
oil
put on
is it?
test. Chili oil.
Chili oil. Okay. All right.
You know,
This
and
week
he's
I'm
got
gonna try it.
a cartoon drawing of me on the label.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys should go to the one on the Beverly Hills one. His
I've been
salon
there,
is
yeah.
across the street.
Yeah, and then come and
By the
say hi. to
Cheesecake
me.
Factory, right?
No.
Cheesecake Factory,
is on.
around the corner.
Around the corner. Okay.
It's Cheesecake is on Beverly Drive or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
And then
where it
his
is.
is on Cannon, so they're across the street
All
from
right,
each
I'm
other.
gonna try it out. I feel like you two are the most credible people.
Yeah.
So I'm going with high
Mulberry
hopes.
for sure. For
Okay.
sure.
Mine has been pace.
I don't know if I've had Pace's pizza. I've had their pasta.
Oh, their pizza was
Really?
so good. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I tried-
I'm going there next.
Trust Joe's pizza taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not-
trust yours too.
your guys as well, but yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up, so I lived in the West Village for a while. So I
Okay.
would always go to John's on Bleecker and Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
And like having those pizza taste buds,
Yeah.
I was like, I think I'm credible when it comes to the pizza rating.
Yeah. No, Mulberry's amazing. It's very like it's thin slice. They have literally every kind of pizza flavor you could imagine. But there's this one actually that's it's like a spinach cream one.
The ricotta spinach.
Say it again.
Ricotta and spinach. Well, the funny thing is, I'm not a pizza fan, you know? I mean,
Wait, I got to tell you a story.
go ahead.
So, for my brother's bachelor party, we were in Austin, Texas, right? And we're at this steakhouse, and they want to order an appetizer, right? So my brother, he's way more Italian than me. He goes, "We want the fried mutts, right?" And the waiter is like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Fried mutts, it's right here on the menu." And he's looking around, and like me living in LA, I'm like, I know he's saying it wrong. So I'm like, oh, he wants the mozzarella. He's like, oh, what's mutz? And I'm
they
just
don't
like,
have
Oh my
they didn't
God.
know the nickname.
they had no idea what mutz was.
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk hair, a little bit of hair, okay?
Uh-huh.
You once said, got a little quote here, clients with money don't get geometric haircuts, one side, one angle. They get soft, sexy hair. All right? So I want to know
That was what, 1980 something?
something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I was this big when I heard it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just kidding.
but I want to know. I want you to rate Joe and mine's hair, and then also talk about what the average, like, let's say the average guy has a big date coming up.
What I was talking about is with that call. First of all, both haircuts are great. Even if people go to the $2.17 haircut place down the street, the barber shop, which is better. I prefer to go there myself. Well, I do the top myself, only because my hair just trying to impress me and cut, the side. And for 5 hours, I'm like, fucking done. Hey, so I don't do that. But women lawyers, let's say a woman lawyer, or a woman judge that you see on TV, they're not going to go and get that one side that goes over here really shorty. They just won't. That is more for like a young girl that wants to go on a skateboard, but Melrose. So I was leaning more towards the client with money,
Yeah,
to come into the salon as opposed to skateboarders.
that makes sense.
That's why I opened up in Beverly Hills, and I figured, look, there's only one Beverly Hills in the world. People from anywhere in the world don't say, pack up your luggage. We are going to Van Nuys next year. Where? Beverly Hills. That's where you're going to see movie stars.
Yeah.
What product do you use
For what?
right now? What product do you have in your hair?
I got a fucking mix of everything.
He has
So
a
I
product,
do
Giuseppe
cocktails.
Franco.
Huh?
A mix works.
I always do cocktails. I put a little wax, and maybe some
Cocktails.
oil, sometimes some
Cocktail.
coconut oil, a
Ooh.
little cocktail.
Can you maybe later teach me? Because I'm the worst. I just buy a paste, I put it in, I'm like, this sucks, and then I take it out, and then I buy another paste, this sucks. I don't know what I'm
Keep
doing.
adding it on. Don't even wash it off.
I'm really bad.
It works, but you know what? The men's haircuts, you see people that not neglect themselves, but whatever works for the man. And it does not have to be Beverly Hills haircut. Hell no. Why would it? I mean, if you're comfortable with the guy, girl, dash, whoever you go to, then you should stay with them. You're comfortable, you're relaxed, you're not going to get creative, and they're not going to get creative. And it's not about the money, it's just about being happy. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you cut Tatiana's hair?
I do indeed.
He's the only person that's ever cut my hair.
Really?
Ooh, what a
Wow.
pain. Just kidding.
About once a week.
Now, do you let him do what he wants, or do you give
She
suggestions?
tells me what to do, and
I
I go,
tell
of
him.
course.
Yeah,
But
he-
I do it complete opposite.
No, he does. I trust him though. Like if I'm like just make it look good, he knows exactly what my hair needs, what to do.
You
in-
have literally the dream father as a woman.
Oh my god, I know.
Are you
Are you
kidding me?
kidding? I take advantage of his salon. Like every week I'm like, can you do this to my hair? Can you do this? But he actually won't. I've never like dyed my hair or done anything like that. It's not good for your hair and he doesn't let me. So I've kept
Wow.
it natural.
You got to remember, people, I don't know how they run it somewhere else. You're getting not just a haircut, you're coming in for the whole fucking experience, showtime. Of course. When I see my hairdresser or colorist outside play with their cell phone, I go, where's Mrs. Jones that I just gave you that's going to spend $500 for a color? She's over there. And I look, and Mrs. Jones is either on her laptop or a magazine. And I'm looking, I go to the hairdresser, come here. Put your fucking phone down. Get in there and talk to her. Talk to her about her fucking shoes, a divorce, anything, but talk.
Yeah.
So what's big for me when I go into a nice place is if they remember my name.
The best.
It makes the world of difference.
That's
to me.
why you do
Yeah.
it.
I love
That's
it.
so it's customer service. It's some people in the world that, whether they're hairdressers or waiters, whatever they do, you got to remember it's customer service. It's how you make your fucking living.
Yeah. I saw that video of your birthday during COVID, and I thought it was so sweet what you did. So
Remember when I had your salon, everyone during COVID
Oh,
with the
that
cars?
was unbelievable. My mouth done.
He was like mind blown.
Nobody pulls that shit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no
And
one can ever surprise
The
him.
cops,
I don't know
the
what
cops
happened.
were in on it because
Yeah,
they know
the
me and I
police
know
of
the
Beverly Hills.
police.
What
literally-
happened?
So basically,
That drive-by you do, I guess,
It was-
because you
it
have to
was-
be...
yeah. So basically, for his
6 feet apart.
birthday, it was during when COVID was really bad, 2020, and his whole salon, the salon's closed. He hasn't, every day he goes into a salon. Like, that's his second child. So he's not leaving that place ever. And so I was like, how am I going to plan this? How am I going to like get everyone to his house or salon or whatever it is? So I was talking to one of the girls at his salon, and I was like, we need to do something for his birthday. And we had the idea of doing the drive-by, where everyone like drives by, has a sign. And I was like, let's do it at a salon. And we meet every Sunday for coffee in the morning. So I was like, I feel like your birthday was on a Sunday. I don't remember.
Saturday.
Excuse me.
No, because I remember
Okay.
the drive-by.
Yeah. Okay, so Saturday morning, I'm like, let's get coffee. It's his birthday. I was like, I have a present for you. So we meet at his salon. We're just talking. And he is loved by the police of Beverly Hills. Like, he will literally won an award from the mayor of Beverly Hills just because he is who he is.
That's amazing.
And so we get in touch with the police, and we're like, can you close down Cannon Drive and some of the streets so we can just have people, friends, family, and everyone in the salon drive by, no one else. So the police literally shut down Beverly Hills just for everyone. All the people met up at a park nearby in Beverly Hills, got their signs, decorated their cars, and literally did a drive-by. So I'm like, we hear cars, we hear people playing like happy birthday songs from their cars. And I'm like, do you know what that is? And he's sitting in front of a salon. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this? And I'm like, come here, like, get into the street. Like, so we walk over, and all of a sudden he sees like one person, like,
Mind you, there's 72 hairdressers.
Yeah.
Plus other people, cars.
plus friends, family. Like,
And
we
it
told
just,
everyone.
my mouth's like, oh my
He
God.
literally, every car,
They
he's like,
just
oh
do
my
the
God,
drive-by.
oh my God.
Happy birthday, Giuseppe. And then the next one comes in.
And people are getting out of their cars in the middle of the street with
And I
signs.
see all my cop friends laugh. And I'm like, I went in during the first lockdown, second lockdown, and the fucking third lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do every morning, which is 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So during the first lockdown, I guess that was like 6, 7 months closed. But every day I would go in, put the lights on like fucking Dodger Stadium. I got a lot of lights.
Yeah.
The music is blasting. There's nobody here. There's nobody in town.
Yeah, it's COVID. Like, it's empty in there.
And here I am with a cigarette down, fucking Windex in my windows. That's what I do every morning now.
Yeah.
And only essential people would walk by. Nurses, dental hygienist, Richie, who owns a restaurant, you're allowed to go Rite Aid. And the nurses would go, Giuseppe, I go, are you open? I go, hell no, the governor closed. They go, well, what are you doing here? My routine. This goes on, and by the fourth month, I swear to God, I get a phone call because it ain't from my salon phones because nobody's calling. It's my cell phone. Giuseppe, yes, this is so-and-so from Eyewitness News, and it's a lady's voice. I go, tell Richie to go fuck himself. And I hang up. I can see Richie, but we're playing jokes on each other.
Right.
He's the one that owns Mulberry Street.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Every day I'd hang with him and keep my doors open. The ring rings again. They go, and the girl goes, I'm sorry, I think we got disconnected. I go, shit. I thought it was my friend playing a joke. How can I help you? She was, my name is Michelle Williams from Eyewitness News. And I go, wait, I watched you on TV. I'm saying this. She goes, I understand you come there every day. I go, first of all, how did you get my number? She goes, somebody's here that you do works at our station, which I do. I just don't know who. She goes, can we come and interview? I go, I'm waiting for you. Where am I going? It's about 10 in the morning. Just, there's nothing to do. Highlight of my life for right at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure shit, 4 hours later, big van with the antenna. Eyewitness News. Right in front of my salon. And the door opens. I go, I watch you. Then this big guy, big camera guy comes out. They go, can we do the interview? I go, yeah, but hold on. We're going to do it in my salon. I'm going to do it in my chair. You're going to get my name behind me. And you're going to step 88 feet away if you want. Because I'm taking off my mask so you can hear me clearly. And you know it's me.
Yeah.
She goes, oh my God, you've done this before. I go, what's the first question, ma'am?
That's awesome.
She goes, oh, we understand. This is on camera. And I know I'm not going to curse on this. It's Eyewitness. I forgot to watch it that night, but everybody's seen it but me. But I remember what I said because I made it up.
As you go.
It was good.
I love it.
Anyway, she goes, so we understand you come here every day at 6 a.m. Why do you do that? I go, she goes, we understand you come here at 6 a.m. Is that correct? I go, no. About 5:57. I got to be myself, throw it off. So he's got the boom mic, and I got my mask off, and she goes, well, why do you come here? I said, well, you see Michelle? May I call you Michelle? She goes, yes. I go, because that's what I've been doing for 40 years. Is every day getting here, doing this, the lights, the music. She goes, but you're closed. I go, oh, I'm well aware of that. But you see, it works for me mentally. Look, Mr. Cameraman, turn your cameras around. And there's about four lease.
Is that her?
Shut that off. How you, So, it's,
Phone's so small.
the street is so dead, you know, except for the cops and the buildings for lease. And then he turns back to me. I go, you see, people are going to lose businesses from this. They're going to lose money from this, meaning the COVID, the lockdown, when the lockdown. But where I come from, I will beg, borrow, or steal money. But I'll have a roof and food on the table somehow and make it work. So I'll recover from this somehow, some way. But ma'am, if you lose your mind, that's going to be your toughest recovery. And that's when I said, Giuseppe, you're so good. But I didn't say it to her, I mean, inside. She went, oh, wow. But it's true. A lot of people lost it here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to be, what are you going to care about money if you fucking lost your mind anyway?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
You
so
know?
true.
So, meaning just whatever worked for people. Some people became alcoholics. Some people got really fat. Some people look like a glass of milk. They haven't seen the sun in a fucking year. Not
I think it
the
all
best.
goes back to the mindset you were talking about earlier.
Say it again.
It all goes back to the mindset, right? During
It's
the
not
pandemic,
easy. I know, yeah. Look, I train my mind. Look, I would used to freak out. Fuck, I can't believe I broke that fucking bottle of fucking milk yesterday and the glass of... The thing is, I cleaned it up and threw it out. And why am I still fucking worried about it? It took me a long time to train my mind. Fuck it. There's nothing you think you can do about it now.
Yeah.
How did you do that exactly?
I don't fucking know. No, I mean it.
No, yeah.
And the thing is, every interview that I've done in the past or whatever, so where do you see yourself in 10 years there, Mr. Franco? Call me just, where do you see yourself in 10? Go, 10 years? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing next week.
That sounds like my dad.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, if you know what you're doing in 10 years, please give me the fucking lotto numbers.
Yeah.
There's no way you can call that. You just can't.
Yeah.
No. I don't give a shit with anybody. The boss up there might be able to call it, but there's no way you can say where you're going to be. So when people go on 10 years, I will have 15 of these stores and 4 rowboats and on Hampton. you know that? Well, that's what I want. What you want, what you're going to do is two completely different things. So I got to be a little more realistic. The mind wakes up at before 4 a.m., no alarm clock me. Fuck, today's paid. As soon as that starts going, it's out.
I feel like I could talk to them for hours.
Yeah.
We're on an hour. We have to do the rapid fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd love. I'm very excited to hear their answers. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, I want to say
I'm
too,
ready.
I think that, you know, that whole birthday COVID celebration was, you know, first of all, it was like the Yankee parade, like it was the Yankee World Series.
Oh, that was great.
I have to check it out.
But it speaks really highly to, you know, your relationship and how you know, what you think about your dad, and then also,
God bless.
as you're saying, with the customer service and how you treat people. Like, they wouldn't have came if they didn't
Yeah.
love you and care about you, and I think that really goes a long way. And we talk about that all the time with the app. Is like, whenever we get messages, we try to treat everybody, you know, the same, and every message is as important as every other message. So,
For
Absolutely.
so yeah, we can jump into some rapid fire while we get that.
Well, if you have other stuff,
Well, I just
you
want
can
to.
touch
So I was
on
going to
it.
bring up, you know, you don't really take any days off apparently,
We
and
do,
I know you go to Hawaii.
Once, yes,
I was going to
that's
ask if
father
you
and
guys have
daughter
a favorite
trip.
memory.
Father and daughter trip every August day for, you know, a week and
Hawaii.
change. And then I try to sneak to Palm Springs for a 2-3 nighter.
By
Only because I can
himself.
drive there. She'll come with me sometimes. Most of the time I go by myself. and I do the same thing every fucking day and night. Except the difference is I'm not in a salon at 557, putting the lights on, changing the bulbs, cleaning the window. It broke up my routine.
Even when the salon is closed, he's still there.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
yeah, he's literally, it's Sundays and Mondays. He's still there. Like,
Somebody's got to look. I don't have partners. I started with 2.5 fucking hairdressers, got to 72 people. I expanded 4.5 times, all in Beverly Hills.
It also sets an example, right? Because everyone you hire, they don't just see, oh, he's the owner, he doesn't do anything, and then they could
oh
kind
no,
of
he
hands
does.
on.
Yeah.
right, and then that forces them to be like, shoot, if he's Windexing the mirror,
Doesn't force them, but a lot of them are not cut out for it, and a lot of them thank me. I went and opened up their own salons in Dallas, Orange County. Like, thanks for yelling at me and doing. I learned so much every day. I do something, remind me. I go, you're very welcome. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What's
Look,
you didn't answer our favorite memory.
what's her favorite?
Well, I was
memory?
curious too. What the one half hairdresser, did he not have any? He or she not have any arms or not have any legs?
Who are we talking about?
You said you started with 2.5 hairdressers. So I don't know what that looks like.
2.5. You could tell we from the Carolinas. Just kidding. I know you went to school there. So you started. We had 2.5 hairdressers. We had a very small amount of people, but
if he gets out of line, just let me know. I'll talk to him.
Oh yeah. So do you have a favorite memory from Hawaii?
Oh yeah, our favorite. I mean, we have a lot of good memories together, but I think Hawaii is a very special trip that we do almost every summer now. It's a very good bonding trip because in LA we're both very busy. Like, we see each other, we get coffee, and I visit him at salon. Like,
yeah, quite a bit. Just kidding.
Maybe
is
a
great.
little too much, but yeah, I think Hawaii is a very good special bonding trip because it's like the one time where he gets away from the salon, so it's like full relax. Like, we will literally go to Hawaii and just sit on the beach all day long, nothing else, no activities. Like, maybe walk around, get dinner, but really just like spend time with each other, which is very nice because when we're here, it's like our schedules are so crazy.
That's awesome.
Now, do you make him take like beach pictures of you?
Oh, are you kidding?
It's work.
That's true.
Of course.
That's true. Okay. Influences in the
knows.
wild. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
with some. We'll go with a couple rapid fire questions
Okay.
here. So, whoever wants to answer it first, then the other one can jump in. What's the best thing that happened to you today?
Well, we usually ask this question later on in the day. It's 10
Well, he's
a.m.
been
now.
up for like 12
But yeah,
hours. So.
for you, it's perfect.
Best thing that happened today, being here with you.
Got to see my
We've
daughter.
never done a podcast together.
You
Yeah,
guys are
honestly,
great,
we feel
yeah.
honored because we don't know what we're getting when we get guests.
Yeah.
But this was really cool. So
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for
Of
taking
Thanks
the
for
time
having
to
us.
schedule
Yeah.
to do this.
This was, literally this is something we've never done together. Usually it's like, I'm going to do something and I'll call him before and he's motivating or like giving me some advice. But
No, this is great.
yeah, it's fun.
Awesome.
I like it.
What is the best compliment you've ever received?
You look at-
You can make one up on the spot. Who cares?
Best
no,
compliment?
I think which I get a lot is thank you. You helped me a lot. Not with the haircut, the mental shit.
I think mine is people think from Instagram that I'm like just some like typical LA girl. Like,
That's
I
what
guess,
Joe was saying.
Yeah, like,
No, I'm kidding, I'm
oh, I was like, wait, what?
I'm kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
People think that I'm like, just like an Instagram model, like no personality, no manners. I don't know. And when people meet me, they're like, wow, like you're actually really cool. You have a great personality. You're very smart, intelligent. Like, I think that's very nice because I feel like I hear from people like, I mean, a lot of people that come here, like they don't actually care to have relationships with people or they're not very nice. They're just like, they want to get to what they're doing or be famous, I guess, in LA.
Yeah, or it's like, what can you do
Sounds
for
kind
me?
of crazy to say when I say it out loud, but like that's literally what it is. I feel like in LA.
Yeah, and I think that's our favorite part of the show is, right, we usually get people who have a following, right? Because
Yeah.
obviously it's going to help ratings.
Right.
But then my favorite part is getting to know them, not the Instagram them.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, everybody sees just the physical, you
see
taking a
just-
picture on the beach. It's like,
yeah.
okay, like,
You have no
cares?
idea.
but then getting to speak to you, it makes that even look more impressive to know that you could compartmentalize those two things. So
Right.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
What is your favorite romantic comedy? Goodfellas is not a romantic comedy, by the way.
Godfather? Just kidding.
Oh my God. I have so many. I just watched one. I would say Friends with Benefits
Okay.
with Mila Kunis.
Of course.
Yeah.
You look like Mila Kunis a little bit.
That's my look-alike. That's what people tell me, honestly. I'll take it. I love it.
How about
Do you
you,
have one?
Giuseppe? You got
Unless
any?
you mention names, I wouldn't even know
Okay. All right.
the name of the movie.
Uh,
Oh, yay.
How about, you're a tough guy, but you're a sweetheart too. Is there a movie that made you cry? That's the next question.
I'm sure in the past. More probably a documentary where somebody, a miracle
Yeah.
happened.
What's your favorite documentary?
I'm
All of
He
them?
loves like crime. Anything like he's watching all kinds of
right.
crime.
And sometimes I
crime.
watch when I'm really stupid in the head, but it has to be like in an afternoon, Sunday afternoon with the shades open, a lot of sunlight. Paranormal activity.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I go, fuck! Damn! Change the channel real quick. The Yankees and go back.
So you are a Yankees fan.
New York based.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you? Any movies that made you cry recently?
Honestly, I don't cry in movies usually, but the last movie I saw was A Man Called Otto. And
Last night I watched it.
You watched it last night?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And I almost cried. Hannah was
Really?
crying,
Yeah. No, I saw it in theaters when it first came out, and literally everyone in the movie theater was like bawling. It was
It was a really good movie.
yeah, it's a good movie.
If you could have a drink with anyone, living or dead, who would it be?
My family.
Oh,
Love that.
yeah, me too. That's a good answer.
Wow, that's the best answer we got
Yeah.
for that question.
Honestly, yeah.
When somebody pick fucking somebody? No.
We get crazy
just-
answers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Do you have a favorite quote or a mantra that you live by?
you bring them home, I'm going to fuck you up and then him. I'm going to fuck you both up at the same fucking time.
Oh God.
That's amazing.
He goes, that's amazing.
Do you have one, Tatiana?
No.
Okay. That was good. Yeah, that was good enough for both of you. Two more. What's your biggest fear in life?
Sharks.
Of the unknown.
Yeah. Honestly, of the unknown.
Okay.
Is mine too.
Okay. What does love mean to you? And that could be romantic love or family love.
I guess it's everything.
Yeah.
Family, love. What else is there on there?
Family. My friends. You?
Friends, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Definitely not going to say, some other people would say, no, I love fucking money. I would say family.
Yeah.
Without family, look, everybody's going to have their day. When? I don't fucking know, but I'm just saying. And if you don't do the right thing, getting there might be fucked up on the way down.
Well, I think I could speak for both of us.
Huh?
I think I could speak for both of us, but just speaking to both of you for the last hour, in LA, you kind of want to find your quote unquote LA family. And I just feel like being associated with you guys, you just kind of built mine a little bit because it feels like it's home and you guys are amazing people. So
Well,
Thank you
that's
for that.
forever.
Yeah.
And I will say the actor that Joe gets a lot is
Frank Grillo.
Yeah, Frank Grillo. Do you know Frank?
Only by film. No, he's better looking than that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. And then Joe also has a favorite question he likes to ask the
Oh
guests.
yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, if you could have one law in the world,
Okay, for what?
one law in the world, as crazy as you want it to be,
One what?
law.
Law.
Law. As crazy as you want it to be that everybody has to follow and live by, what would it be?
Thought of that.
I know it gets deep. That's
No. I mean, I'm not going to say spread the love. Maybe just some fucking peace. And quiet, maybe.
Peace and
No,
quiet.
Fucking
quiet
peace and
means
quiet.
everything quiet. Not news. Life goes on. But how about no bad news? No good news. But just maybe
No
just
negativity.
no
yeah,
bad news. I
no
like it.
negativity.
Okay.
I'm with that.
That you know what? I guess as they say, misery accompanies fucking misery. Look, I fired people, fucking excellent hairdressers, because of that fucking negativity. Oh, I couldn't. After like 59 days in a row. Good
'Cause it
morning.
brings
What's
you
up,
down,
good,
too.
And this and that.
I agree.
Got to get rid of that. I don't want to say the word cancer, but like every bushel of apples, you're gonna have a few round ones. I guess I'm old school. Take the round ones and throw them the fuck out. What do you need them for?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Waste of time.
Absolutely. Yeah. So where can people find you either online or if they're interested in learning more or
Getting
coming
a
to the
haircut.
salon? Yeah.
Haircut, you can. Oh, he has an Instagram.
I don't know if our audience could afford it, but maybe. You never know.
It's, come in and check it out.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the price.
You won't regret the experience. He has Instagram Giuseppe Franco Salon, and my Instagram's Tatiana Bjork Franco or Eats by Creature.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Awesome.
look up Eats by Creature. I didn't know
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, food blog.
I looked a little this morning. I got really hungry. So.
Yeah.
Well, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You can find us at First Rounds on Joe, at Steve Rossiter _ most importantly, at First Rounds on me. Shout out to Dr. Self Tapes for the amazing work. Shout out to editor Joey. Thank you so much for watching. Check out one of our past episodes.